Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is not open. I didn't mean to click that. Click on new. You're going to want to do 2048 by 2048. Rate that. And then you're going to want to do your name. So I'm just going to do my name. Put it to the middle. Go to the background. Control Shift S. PNG. So you're going to want to make like a folder. Like, I mean, you don't have to, but made chains and then I made the video chain already. And then you're just going to want to save it as text1. Okay, now you're going to want to right click that, click on blending options, click on stroke, go to 5, Control Shift S, PNG, text2. Then you're going to want to go back in the blending options and then go to 10 on the stroke. Control Shift S and G X 3. And then go over something. Just search up on Google the Draco PNG. Once you got your PNG, just paste it. Get rid of the background. Like all the white, get rid of all that. Now that that's got rid of, I want to center this best as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but then Control Shift S, PNG. You're going to put it logo 1. And then you're going to want to go do the same thing with the blending options. You're going to want to go to stroke, just the 5, Control Shift S, PNG, logo 2. And then blending options again. Go to stroke, N, Control Shift S, PNG, and logo 3. Now you want to make your texture. So you're going to want to go to wherever you have your chain textures, which are in my Discord. I have a whole channel dedicated to the chain textures. Like everything that I have here is in my Discord. So I'm going to grab this diamond plating. I'm just going to do this whole side with it. Put it in the middle. And then I'm want to do a red. So I'm going to do this for the red. Put this over that so it's the red block. Then I want to do black. So just gonna want to come down here, Control Shift N, enter. I have another layer. I can just black back there. Then you're gonna want to save this into your folder with everything else and just name it like textures. Doesn't really matter. And then after doing that, you're gonna want to open up your Inkscape. And then you're going to want to click on File, Open, Logo 1. Then you're going to want to click the image, Path, Trace Bitmap. And you're going to click Apply. And then you're going to click on Export, Save as SVG, Export. And so you're going to do that for the logo 1, 2, and 3, and the text 1, 2, and 3. You don't have to do this for the textures, just the logo 1, 2, and 3, and text 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just going to speed it up. Now, once you finished all of that, you can just close out of all of these. Alright, now you're going to want to have Blender open after doing all of that. Import, Wavefront, OBJ, Legacy, find your chain model, which this one. I'll be doing this double cubing right here. Zoom in with your scroll wheel, use this hand, go up these arrows in the top right, move around, scroll in some, then the chains right here. Now file, import, scalable vector graphics SVG. Then you'll want to go to your chain folder, your logo 1. Under your logo 1, import SVG logo 2, import SVG logo 3. Now you want to go to the path 1 on the logo 1. You want to come down to this wrench, add modifier, solidify the offset to 0. And then come down to this like red circle and then remove this texture right here by clicking this arrow. Now same thing, logo 2, remove the texture, add modifier, solidify. This one will be 0 or negative 0.5. Logo 3, add modifier, solidify, leave it offset the way it is, material, get rid of that. Now you're going to want to drag, highlight over everything, double click R, type 90, enter. Right click, convert to mesh. Make sure to convert the mesh. If you don't convert the mesh, then it's going to fuck you up in the long run. You're going to have to repeat this process. Now that you got that, go to logo 1 on the path, go up to the orange square, rotation 70, Y 0, Z 0, 70, 0, 0, 70, 0. Now highlight over it, come down to the scale, scale it down, drag the arrows, move it up, forward, to the side, down, to the side, back, down, up. So you just want to scale it up on the chain. Make sure it fits correctly. Over a little bit, about right there should be fine. On there. No. Okay, so now that you got that, you're gonna want to do the same thing, import SVG X1, import SVG X2, import SVG text 3. And then you're going to want to do the same thing on this as you did on the Draco. You're going to want to come down here, add modifier, solidify 0. Remove the texture, move the texture, modifier, add modifier, solidify, negative 0.5. Add modifier, solidify, leave it the same, get rid of the texture, double click R, 90, enter. Right click, convert to mesh, and then 70, 0, 0 on the X, Y, and Z. 70, 0, 70, 0. Now same thing, just line it up on the chain. Super simple. Get it up here, move it around so that way you can get it correctly. Move this back, down. Can't see where I'm at. This needs to go to the left more anyway. Now bring it up. Is it on the should move it back just a little bit. Move it back and then down just slightly. Yep, that fits. Okay, so now you're gonna want to add your texture to the chain. So you're gonna want to click on this world at the top right here. Now you're gonna want to go click on the chain, click on the little circle thing, the material editor, click on the base color, the yellow dot, image texture, open, and then go to your chain folder and get that texture file, open image, UV editing. So it's already where I need it to be. Because I lined it up already correctly. So this would be the dots. So the right one would be these dots, and then the left one would be like the chain. So it's already in the correct spots. So now go to your path, or logo one, and then your path, and click on new on the material editor, base color, image texture, open, video chain, textures, UV editing. Click on L, and then once it's all highlighted, click U, cube projection. Highlight all of this, scale, bring this down to the red. Go back to layout, now that's there. Logo 2, path, same thing, base color, image texture, get your textures, UV editing, L, U, cube projection, bring this into the black. Oh shit, the wrong thing, bring this into the black. And then the logo 3, new, base color, image texture, open, get your textures, UV editing, L, U, cube projection, highlight over all of this, scale it, and then throw it on the silver plating. So now, as you can see, it's got all the textures with the black outline on it. To make it look a little clean. I like the black outline and like white outlines and shit because it just makes it look clean. And then you're going to want to do the same exact thing for the text. So you're going to go to path, or text 1, path, new, image texture, open, get your textures, UV editing, L, U, projection, scale it down, slap it in the red. Same thing, path, or text 2, image texture, open, textures, UV editing, L, U, cube projection. And here, scale it down, slap this in the black, and then go back to layout. It worked. Text 3, new, image texture, open, textures, UV editing, L, U, cube projection. And slap this on the plating right there. Now that it's all done, got everything where you want it to be, everything's right. Now you're going to want to highlight over everything, hit Control J, and then it groups everything. Now File, Export, Wavefront, OBJ Legacy, and then just put it into your chain folder where you have all of your PNGs. Export, wait for that little box as your cursor to disappear, and then you're done. You just exit right on out of this. Now you're gonna want to have your Cinema 4D, or Cinema 4D, what am I talking about? 3ds Max opened with your GIMS Evo installed. Import. And then you're gonna want to get this ODD file, which is in the change file or channel on my Discord. Open that ODD. Select folder. Just click the back arrow. I'm gonna make this bigger. Alright, so you want to get rid of the low and medium on the left side over here. So just click delete, get rid of those. Now file, import, this PC, pictures, made chains, video chain, import. You want to click on import. If import doesn't work, then you didn't convert it to mesh like I told you. I said it was going to cause problems if you didn't convert it to mesh. So if it doesn't let you import, go back to Blender. Import that. Now you have these two. So you're going to want to click on this. Click on this little box right here. Editable mesh. Yes. Click attach. And then click the chain. Click OK. Now you're going to want to click on this box, the element box. Come down to here, ID 1, click delete on your keyboard, rid of that. Now all of these you're going to want to set to ID 1. So now come to color, 255, 128, 0. Shit. No, 128. Okay. Illumination, put this to 0. Alpha, 0. So now that you did that, I want to click off, click U on your keyboard, zoom in, hold control, and just left click what you want to glow, which would be this right here. I'm just gonna do this. You could do all of these like individual like things if you really want to make that glow too, but you don't have to do that. I'll just do that just to show you, and then click on set ID 2. Now that you have this on ID 2, you want to come to the color, 255, 186, 255. Illumination, keep the same with the value on 0 and alpha 0. As you can see, if it worked, you'll know if it works. It does that. Now click on skin, edit envelopes, click on vertices. Now drag over all of this, come down to spine 3, scroll down until you see this wrench right next to weight table. Click on 1, and now you can exit out of that. Now you want to open this back up. Click on material editor, go to ID 1, options, bump texture. You're gonna want to go in here and find your bump texture on the chain. Let me go get that real quick. Chain stuff, tight chain, and then you're gonna have your normal map.dds. Then you're gonna want to come down to specular texture, open this, spec map.dds. Now for ID 2, options, yes, ped. And then you're going to do the shader on ped. Ped. There it is. Parameter set, or parameter set, ped underscore emissive. And then the same thing with the bump texture and the specular texture. I can close out of this, and you can just export now. Click on export, pictures, made chains, video chain, select folder, click the plus arrow, and then you're going to click continue. I'm going to stop this so wait. my computer doesn't fucking blow up trying to export this. It takes around, on my computer, it takes around like 5 minutes to fully export. So just leave it AFK and go do something, or like watch a YouTube video in the background or something. Alright, now you want to have FiveM opened. Click on edit mode. Over here, made chains, video chain. Drag that shit right up over. Then you're gonna want to make a new folder, finished chain. Open this up, import open formats. Go to your made chains, video chain folder, and then you want to import that ODD. Protect mesh. Okay. Then while you're doing that, you want to come and open the chain names. Text. And you're going to want to new YTD to name it this. Click OK. Open this up. Just going to copy this already. You want to copy that name, port, textures. Okay. Rename it to that. Okay. And now close out of this. Your pictures, made chains, chain, and then you have your YTD and YDD ready to the game. So yeah, that's really all it is.